Episode 20. Hello. Get a job, hippie. do. Yeah, so I didn't really have much topics I wanted to discuss. I just said I'd go with this. And a few things were coming to mind, I guess. Like, first of all, I'm enjoying going barefoot again. It actually feels good once there's no glass in the ground, which there's glass everywhere here. But whatever. Just once you stay aware of where you're walking, it's actually grand. It's better for your feet. Walk around barefoot. Just in case you didn't know that, guys. So yeah, I'm just enjoying beautiful weather today. Good vibes around, and yeah, it just feels great to just suck in the sun like this, you know. It charges you and it cleans your aura. It's a great way of just recharging your energy and just really helps you feel good. It's simple. So yeah, I just said I'd walk around barefoot and just see what's the crack with this. There's loads of different topics I could discuss. Feel free to message me if you'd like me to discuss certain topics as well. But at the moment, I'm just enjoying being on the ground, working hard, and the new album is going really well so far. I've brought up my Spotify listeners to I don't know, nearly 100 now, compared to 25 is what I had at the start of the week. So just from messaging people, because I'm only after starting this Spotify process journey thing. Before I was pure anti-Spotify. I was like, Spotify, take all our money. But now I don't really give a shit. I'm just kind of, as long as the music gets out there, that promotes the music, and and if people want to buy the music, they'll buy it. If they really want to buy it, they'll buy it. You know what I mean? They can go to my Bandcamp, they could buy the physical CDs, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so that's just the way it is these days. So, and it's good. It is good in ways. So yeah, I've got a few different reviews on the album as well. One from Cosmo Scharmer from Germany on the German jazz magazine jazzfun.de. So that was a really cool review, well detailed. It's also in German for any people that want to work on their German. Really, really cool. So do check it out. You'll see in my link in bio in the description here as well. The link tree, the different reviews I have. So I actually created just a little part in my link in bio dedicated to articles and reviews now, because they're really picking up. I'm getting a lot more, and it's good. So enjoying it now, really enjoying it, and just going with the flow of it, and to keep pushing it each day, keep letting people know. Before I would release an album, and people think you release an album, that's it, woohoo, and you're going to expect people just to all listen to it, but you have to. It is like a bar of chocolate. You got to keep pushing it, you got to keep spreading it, and share it around and stuff like that, because people are going to just want to hear it when you post it to them, when you share it to them. Now I'm walking around town in my barefoot. I never thought this day would happen, but here we are anyway. We're exploring this new side of reality, and the main thing is just already I could see people are looking at me, you know what I mean? I'm just walking around barefoot. People are like, what the hell is your man doing? And with these hippie pants as well, that's the main thing. But I guarantee you, it's a process of freedom, and the more you practice things like that, if it starts off with you, first of all, like there was one time I walked around the whole town like just playing saxophone. Like they thought I was mad, and you know, I guess part of it was mad, but it was great fun. It was really a different side to like liberation as well. So yeah, if you feel like walking around with your musical instrument in your local town, do. I encourage that. You know, that's going to make people just go, oh, cool. What's the worst they can say? Like, you know what I mean? They just go, who's your man think he is? Like, and it goes on and on like that. So we go from there, and so that's the crack with that. Like, now I'm waving at people I know. I don't want to stop and talk because I want to keep on the subject here. But yeah, like I said, this is the first time I walked around properly in town barefoot, and I'll probably do this from now on. Like, I know there's some people probably watching this going, what the hell? But I don't care. I really don't care. So yeah, it feels way better. It feels way more lighter, and it's a different side to, like, yeah, feeling the earth and feeling free from this social judgment we've been brought up with. So whatever, I'm definitely gonna do this more now because it's a different I'm kind of like rambling on here a bit because I can't see that people are looking at me as well, like, but whatever, like, you know, I'm still getting used to it psychologically. At the start you will get, like, I can already feel like that this is a little a little funny, I guess, but most people don't give a shit. That's the thing. They just go, oh, sure, whatever, you know what I mean? You know, so yeah, to me and my left foot and my right foot. Funny stuff. But yeah, this is lovely. I didn't plan to do this for the podcast. This is just the way things happened. But anyway, back to the album. It's going really well. People are loving it, which is deadly, and people are like giving me good positive feedback on it as well. So so far, thank you everyone that has been listening to it. It is a trip. Like I said, the CDs are available, the cassettes are available. I'm on the fence at the moment about finals. Part of me is thinking, should I get finals or should I save the last few grand that I have for more promotion in the future? And I think that's what I might do, because I have a new recording session that's coming up this Wednesday, and that's going to be a real trip. Like, I'm really excited for that. So that's going to have street drummer Jason McNamara. Now, like, he's more than a street drummer, it's just you will see him playing on the streets a lot. He's a fantastic drummer. He's going to be on it. I'm very lucky to have him. He's awesome. So yeah, it's going to be absolutely sick to play with him. Never got to play with him before, but I've heard he's playing a lot online, and yeah, he's awesome. He's properly awesome. So that's going to be real fun to experiment with that. And then, like, once we once I don't know, I'm stalling again. People are looking at me, but whatever. I'm getting used to this. We'll go into the park. So yeah, he's going to be on it, and Derek White is going to be on it. And on this, Derek White is actually going to be playing electric bass. So I wanted to add this element of like electric kind of thing to it, you know, just to break away from the normal kind of I don't know, the normal sound, I guess, of having that jazz group. Like, to throw in excuse me, the electric bass will really make a difference in this. And yeah, I can't wait to hear what's going to come. My playing is sounding a lot different lately. I've been checking out a lot of, back to Spotify, I've been checking out a lot of like Spotify playlists, a lot of free jazz ones, a lot of mostly jazz kind of stuff, but I listen to a lot of other stuff as well, like Rage Against the Machine and Audio Slave and like some stuff like that. But a lot of free jazz. Peter Bronson, I was listening to him. I think that's how you pronounce his second name. Who else? Yeah, like Evan Parker. Loads of guys, like loads of free jazz heads, like all absolute deadly musicians. Like, so I guess I've been inspired and influenced by some of them at the moment as well. I'm really exploring this more sonic-y kind of breaking through notes kind of overtone style, mixed with my normal fluid kind of free jazz kind of abstract way of playing. So it's good to change things up. I love changing things up constantly. So this is going to be a badass album. I know it. It's definitely going to be like elements of like it is what it is, but also Prim and Primal. So it's going to have like definitely an open embouchure. Like it is what it is. It's going to be roary. It's going to be raw. Like I said, I've gone to protests about all the absolute crap that's been going on at the moment, if you haven't noticed. Yeah, so that stuff has inspired my music. My playing is becoming more outspoken. It's becoming more based on feel, but there is intellect in it as well still. But yeah, I guess I'm just trying to get even more and more egoless in my playing, and yeah, it is a great experience to get like that, because like it really helps you see a different side of your playing. Like I got into this deep state of awareness the other day when I was playing, and like in the middle of it, I was listening to myself. I was really listening to what I was doing, but I wasn't listening to it like this is me playing. I was trying to listen to it like it wasn't me playing, you know what I mean? And by doing that, you get to hear this other side of the expression in the music, and by doing that, you evolve as well, because you're not just going, oh, that's how it sounds. You're thinking in a different way about it. So yeah, been getting in a lot of deeper states of awareness lately, especially in the music, and it's been cool, and the weather's great, and I guess I've been doing what I love at the moment, so life is feeling pretty good, like, you know. And I guess that doesn't mean you stop working though. The work is still part of it. I'm still working my ass off every day, getting this music spread around, organising things with music. It like it might seem like I have this easygoing life, but it is quite intense. There's a lot in it, and I'm always working at different things. I also was checking out some of my stuff that I done from ages ago, which is like basically I'm writing this book, and it's called I'm not going to tell you what it's called because I haven't finalised that, but it's basically a book on philosophy and poetry. So I will release that sometime in the future. Once I get it right, you know what I mean, and get it really well done. So there must be about 100 poems there. So it's just yeah, when the time is right, I'll get that stuff done, and we'll go from there. It's lovely around here. So yeah, and I'll go to the field. Actually, I'll go through to the field this part. So we'll see where that goes. It actually feels pretty nice walking on the ground like this. You'd be surprised like how quick your feet adjust to walking barefoot. It feels great. It really does. It's way more liberating. I feel great here. Like, this is deadly. I really want to do this the whole time now. So we'll see. Knowing me, I'll probably experiment with it for a while and then just kind of maybe do it now and again. But I could see myself really exploring this for a bit. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful feeling. you know. Um, so yeah, this album, I was going to call. I had different ideas what I was going to call it. This album that's going to be recorded Wednesday. Like, apparently, I'm not even going to say what the titles are, but it's been definitely influenced by the process I'm going through, which is like this kind of protesty world, I guess, but at the same time, spiritual, creative side. Um, it's complicated stuff, really, but it's, I guess, I have some really interesting concepts that I'll discuss in later podcasts as well. Also, the next podcast will be featuring the two guys as well. So we'll be talking about like the music that will be just created on Wednesday. So looking forward to doing it, and yeah, thank you everyone that's been listening. It really is a pleasure. That people love it. Like, I remember years ago, like, people saying like no one likes jazz, no one likes jazz. Like, I play on the street nearly every day, like for an hour or something like that. What I'm finding is people are all delighted. Like I'm playing on the street and I can see people like properly like smiling, like their days are uplifted by it. Do you know what I mean? So fuck it, like, um, I don't know. I think that's some jazz propaganda or some kind of stuff like that. I think it's music is music, and I guess like when you try to define it more and more as a thing, that's when you kind of in ways kind of ruin it, instead of just letting it be sound in the air like the birds and the bees and the trees. So I think it's a better way to look at it, in a kind of trying to not define it too much. I don't know, that could go on forever, like that whole conversation. It's good to try and define it and figure out what it is, but and analyze it, but letting go of that as well. I guess that's where I'm trying to get my playing to in this next level. I'm trying to get my playing for this album coming up to this level of like non judgment in my playing. It's just I'm not trying to play right or wrong. I'm just trying to play complete expression without hesitation, pouring my heart out in it, in that kind of sense, because that is more egoless, and I guess that's what I'm trying to achieve. So we'll see how it goes. It's definitely going to be a lot more like free jazz or avant-garde jazz than my other stuff. Will it be more accessible? Will it be less accessible? I don't know about that. We're just going to have to see. Part of me thinks it's definitely going to be more. It's just going to be more expressive, more raw, and breaking more rules, I guess. You know, whatever they are, the music rules. Time won't be a thing. I'll be even like thinking about in this. It'll be just straight up color and expression and shape, but like trying to move beyond that stuff and get to a really emotional side, you know, but trying to have some kind of control and non-control. Oh God, this is what my life is in my mind. Like trying to figure out things with music, it goes on and on. You're defining things, and then you realize, okay, I have to let go of that now. It's like I understand it now. Now I let it go. Now I have to try and understand something else by reflecting on it, contemplating it, analysing it, and then I gathered the experience and the knowledge from that process, and then I let it go again. And that's just the way it goes, for me anyway. And I think it's a great way of doing it. So yeah.